Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Randy Gregory providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 1st down, Prescott. This to Jarwin. That catch good for only a couple.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Prescott yet again. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Prescott on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 1st and goal at the 1. Elliott, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now on 2nd and 13, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A beautiful fake. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Sanders.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now, what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. Now this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A quick throw, but incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. of his end zone. Prescott going underneath, complete to Jarwin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. What do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action. When all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Being chased out left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and that is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Randy Gregory picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And now here come the Cowboys. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Prescott going underneath, complete to Jarwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. (3-3), a tight one after one on EA Sports. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
Okay, partner, No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd and inches, Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Cooper again the target, and now it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going underneath, complete to Jarwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And Dak Prescott was not the only Cowboy to miss the bulk of last season. Remember, Blake Jarwin went down in the Sunday night opener on the road against the Rams. He's back healthy and makes a nice catch there.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Dalton Schultz had 1 catch in 16 games in 2019 before producing 63 catches in 2020. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that he exceeded everyone's expectations, including his own.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Now Elliott. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Elliott.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Here's Elliott, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Ezekiel Elliott. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And out now come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Prescott. Going underneath, complete to Jarwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And again, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. This to Jarwin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, get off the field. Mike 9, Mike 9.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We were treated to a fine first half from Dak Prescott. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Elliott. Oh, able to avoid him. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Prescott on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20.
Throwing is Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Oh, you know what's coming. You know
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Prescott now. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his 1st catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Keep playing hard.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the 1st play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Prescott now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Alex Singleton.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, it's Sanders. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And that is incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Pass incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
They stopped him in his tracks. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. But 1st down, Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 14 yards. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The give is to Elliott. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Let's go!
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going in the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
A first down throw for Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Alex Singleton.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's complete to Ward. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
Shoves him away. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Smith catches left side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open right side, complete to Rager.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that
one. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They go to Elliott again. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Eric Wilson, the leading tackler from Minnesota last year, in on the stop.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Zerline pulled it. Zerline pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth-quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll set up a throw.
Goes right back to Smith again.
3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ward. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. But now it's third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Hurts.
That's to Fulgham, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Once again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. And by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And quickly finding Rager. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. Quick slant here to Smith. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be third and less than a yard. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Lamb to return it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Fighting him off. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.